Once again we are at PioPio, our favorite king country town. Today we're heading to Ohura, where we will spend the night, then return tomorrow via a different route. Until the Aria turn off we are riding through the beautiful limestone rock formation country. The Aria butter factory was built in 1911. I couldn't find out when it closed, but it did produce 600 to 700 tons of butter a year at its peak. The last couple of times we've ridden this road, we've gone right heading for our kino. Today we go left to Aria, where we find a lovely spot for morning coffee, in the sun, out of the wind. Normally if you were going to Ohura from here, you'd turn left onto the Ohura road, but we turned right onto Kamara road. Kamara road was lovely, providing a varied ride of lovely valleys, hills and descents with great views along the way, ridding on seal as well as gravel. We were both getting hungry and started looking for a lunch spot that was dry, in the sun and out of the wind. We eventually found it here behind the cattle crush. After lunch, we continue rolling down the valley which gradually gets wider and we turn onto Waitefena Road. Once on the Ohura Taumaranui road it didn't take long to get to Ohura. Ohura is now a shadow of its former self, when it was the center of coal mining in the area, from the 1930s to the 1970s. It is well also supporting the farming community and a railway workshop. At its peak the population in 1961 was 654. Nowadays the population is between 100 and 200. When the state-owned coal mines were closed the miners' hostel was converted to a minimum security prison in 1972 and lasted till 2005. Nowadays it's people like our lovely hostess Michelle who keep the town alive. With the tour of the main street complete, it was time to go to Ohura B&B, our home for the night, complete with a lovely shed to put the bikes in. We had organized for Michelle to make us dinner and what a lovely dinner it was, just what two hungry cyclists needed. Day 2 dawned foggy and cold, so we layered up and headed back the way we had come. We rode past Waitefena Road and turned into Ohura North Road, which wound its way up the valley following the Ohura River. We passed an old school and the fog gradually began to lift and the sun started to break through, giving us lovely views as the fog slowly cleared the hills. We turned onto Waikaka Road, which continued winding its way up a beautiful valley. By now we were both looking for a nice coffee spot, in the sun on dry ground. We found it here at a Moan Farm entrance. A most beautiful climb started at the bridge, never going over 10% and providing us lovely views from the top. We started the descent but decided to stop part way down so we would have a view while having lunch. After lunch the descent continued, and even though Sue was going the fastest I have ever seen her on gravel, it still took a long time. More beautiful valley riding, with climbs at the end and the descents dropping us down into the next watershed. In France these would all be known as cols. I didn't put up footage from the last few kilometers as the sunstrike was so bad, you couldn't see anything. Back to the van after what proved to be stunning ride. Thanks for watching.